All right, well, hey everybody, Rob Satcham here from Feedbackwrench, and I want to help people with their Google or their Facebook setup. So when you first get started, Facebook makes it really easy to create a page. In fact, on this screen record here, I'll show you. If you were to go over to Pages, you would be able to see all the different pages that you have. You can create a page. If you head up here, you'd be able to create a page for your business or your organization or whatever that looks like. But what so many people don't know is that if you're doing Facebook advertising, or if you're going to use this to tap into remarketing, so that would be serving up ads to people that have already been to your website or anything like that, you need to do some basic setup. So here's what I'm going to show you, okay? First off, if you already have, I'm just going to assume that you already have a Facebook page. If not, create a Facebook page. One little tip when you're setting up your Facebook page, your Instagram business page, your YouTube channel, and every other social media account, you want to make sure that you have consistent name, address, and phone number. You want to make sure that you don't have an array of titles and everything. Get your name and your tight description really dialed in before you start messing around, because it can just absolutely kill things. So that's the first step. Get your name, address, phone number dialed in. And then when you open each account, you want to make sure that you have consistent information in there and sync them all together as much as you can. But once you've got that set up, I want you to type in business.facebook.com. And what you'll do is you'll create an account. So even if you have regular Facebook, you're going to need to go in and create a business.facebook.com so you can tap into some of the really fun advertising. In fact, I'd note, if you're just boosting posts is not really helpful. You don't want to just boost posts. There's places for that, but ideally, you want to be serving up ads to a list that's targeted, that makes sense, and the only way you can do that is to use the Business Facebook Manager. So once you create this account, the next step that you'll have to do is you'll have to create two things. One, you have to import. Now I've got all sorts of them here, so we'll just keep, I'll log into mine. Once you're into the Business Facebook Manager, you'll have to create what's called an ad account. You always have an ad account and you have the Facebook page. So the Facebook page is just where you are, but you have to have an ad account. So you'll want to hit create ad account. Once you walk through and set all that up, I'm going to show you some of the most basic first steps that you do. You go up to Business Manager once you're here, and you'll want to create what's called a Facebook Pixel. The Facebook Pixel allows you to do tracking of people. It allows you to do remarketing, and it really is a powerful tool. Once you get this here, you're going to hit Add New Data Source or Create a Pixel. So you're going to create a Facebook Pixel. And this is kind of confusing, but you'll name a pixel. We'll just do, and then you'll type in your full domain name, right? And you'll hit create. And I'm going to put dummy because I'm going to delete this. Now this pixel you're going to create, and you're actually going to put it into your website, okay? And I'll show you how to do that just a little bit. In fact, while we're doing this, let's get, well, you'll have to figure it out because it's different on every single website. I don't want to walk you through exactly. If you have WordPress, you hit set up for WordPress. Otherwise, if you're a different type, it's a little piece of JavaScript code that you're going to put into your website. Otherwise, what you'll do is you do set up with WordPress. Once you do that, it's going to download a plugin. You'll go into WordPress, you'll upload the plugin, and then that plugin just has the information and you don't need to deal with it. So that's the first step that you'll have to do. Once you get the pixel installed, you will go in, and what you'll want to do is you'll want to start creating what's called audiences. So head over to Audience, and basically what an audience will do is it'll give you the ability to serve up ads to people that have been to your website. You can make an audience of people who've clicked things for you. We're going to go create an audience and go to create a custom audience, okay? Now here's the example of how you can choose how to do this. You could say people that have website traffic. You can upload a customer file. You can do app activity, people that have watched or clicked any of the Facebook sources, so people that have filled out lead forms, people that have liked or been on your Instagram channel, if they've liked something, if they are followers of your page, anything. But what we want to do here, this is the core, is website traffic, okay? Now, you'll see add people to your audience. So you could say include people who meet any of the following criteria, and now we'll want to make sure that we have, so we're using forwards here, all website visitors, or you could select people who visited a specific web page, or visitors by time spent, if people had spent a certain amount of time from your events of page view. So what you do, let's just say we want everybody who's been to our website and we'll include it. So this included time period is, there's an expiration to these audiences, right? So you can go up to, I think it's 180 days, or you could be as short as a certain amount. So let's just say you're an e-commerce business and people have come to your Facebook, and you want to make sure that, if someone was Googling 5 different options for something and you want the next 2 days to make sure you give them the opportunity to buy again, it's a high commerce opportunity, then maybe what you'll do is you'll only have like a 3-day audience, right? And we'll say anybody who's been to our website in the last 3 days, we want to serve up these more aggressive buying options. Hey, we saw that you came to our site. Call us right now. We've got a sale going on, or a 10% off coupon, or whatever that is. Or you could say, I want everybody that's been to our site in the last 180 days. You'll name the audience. So 180-day forward all traffic, and we'll hit create audience. So that's the first really cool thing. Once you do that, you could hit find new people similar to your existing audience, and that would create what's called a lookalike audience. We could just click that, but I'm just going to hit done. And when you get here, you could take your audience and you would be able to create what's called a lookalike. So you could go create audience and then say lookalike audience, and you will select the original account and source that you have, select the audience, and then what Facebook will do is you'll be able to say, I want a really broad selection within my demographic, or a more narrow selection of a lookalike audience. And that lookalike audience, Facebook will look at the people that have been there and to your website, and then try and look at similarities that it can notice and serve up ads to those people. So those are some really basic things. You'll want to make sure that you set up a business.facebook.com. You'll want to create your pixel. You'll want to create your audiences, because then you can serve up ads to them. And then the last thing would be, is it's really important that you set up events, right? So, or conversions is what they're called. Custom conversions are basically you ringing the bell of success. When you have a website and you have a form that's filled out or anything like that, it's really a beneficial thing to create what's called a thank you page. That thank you page, you fill out a form and then you forward people over to a landing page that just says thank you. And if you create a conversion, you could say create custom conversion, and you could say everybody who has been to this exact domain name is a conversion. Then you can name that conversion. So what that will do is it'll give Facebook and Instagram the information that it needs to be able to serve up really good ads. It'll actually start finding out who are the type of people that tend to click on and complete these types of advertisements. That's a huge, really powerful tool. Make sure that you have conversions in there. And I hope that helps you have a more successful Facebook interaction. Have a good one.